Here back for another update. Let's take a look at XRP over here. And like I said in my last video, this is a small Wyckoff distribution schematic. We have a 3-wave move down within your A, 3-wave move up within your B, taking out your buy side and then having a market structure shift, which would likely propel the price towards the 54-cent region, towards your sell side liquidity over here, come up for a little bit of a throwback, but it's likely it's likely it would get rejected and come down to the lower fibs below equilibrium at 50 cent. So 50 cent over here would be our equilibrium, and anything below it would be considered our discount region. And we will stick to the bullish scenario in which we have a 5-wave move coming down now for your C wave until we can get back above 0.6589 on the 4-hour time frame. So until we can, as long as we're below 0.6589 on the 4-hour time frame and we can't get a closure above it, then it's likely we'll now have a 5-wave move down for your C wave towards the 50% fib. Okay, this over here would be your EQ. Anything below it would be considered discount, and knowing how XRP likes to operate, it usually does come down to the 70.2% fib, which would be resting at 45 cent. Over here on the daily time frame, what we see is a lot of fair value gaps and inefficiencies below the price, right over here and right over here. So these are two point of interest that we have over here. And on the daily time frame, after sweeping this buy side, we do see a bearish shooting star off the 1.236% extension. Now this does fulfill all of the criteria for a flat pattern. As you can see, this B wave came up to the 1.236 and the 70.2% fib and 786 when we use our trend-based fib to measure the C wave. Okay, you see this? Came up to the 786. Then when we take a regular fib from this high over here down to this low, we hit the 1.236. So as long as we stay below 0.6589, then it's likely we'll head down now for your C wave. So going back here to the daily time frame, we do see a lot of accumulation here. We've actually been accumulating at the lows for a little bit over 2 years now, right? You have your preliminary supply, one last upswing before you enter into your selling climax. This is when all the retails sell their bags to the composite operator, or in other words, the hidden hand that's controlling the price. And it's all trading bots, it's all trading algos financed by a institution. And this is what's called the hidden hand or the composite operator. So we have a selling climax of all the retail selling their bags to the composite operator, which then causes an automatic rally, secondary test to the lows, and then we have a failed breakout from this range. Then we come down below our secondary test for one more sweep of the lows. Then we have a move up to the top of the range, a failed break number 2. The price gets squeezed for your last point of support into your sign of strength when Ripple wins the lawsuit against the SEC or has a victory in court. Everyone puts their life savings in over here just for the composite operator to drive the price back down to the upper boundary of this range for our backup. So this, after your sign of strength, which happened over here where there is the most euphoria, we then have to come back for our backup phase near the upper boundary of this range. Okay, so this is the upper boundary right over here, and you can see we just wicked to the 78.6% fib, measured from our January 2023 low up to our July 2023 high. Okay, you see how we came down to the 786, and if you guys have been following my channel for a while, I say that if you end up losing the 70.2% fib and it's not enough, you don't see enough momentum here to produce a market structure shift, then it's likely you'll head down towards the 786 and then produce a hard reversal from there. And you can see that over here, we had a bounce off the 702 right over here, right here, but it didn't produce enough momentum, so we then came down to the 786 and then bounced from there. Okay, so we are very bullish. We are trending up. We are above the 21 and 50-day moving average, and we do have a little bit over 2 years of accumulation at the lows. Okay, almost 2 years of accumulation. Okay, and we also have confluence with the Elliott wave count. Going back here, we see from the 2018 peak at $3.30, we had a 3-wave move down, and then a 3-wave move up, rejecting at the 78.6% fib, and then a 5-wave move down for your C wave for a 335 Elliott wave flat pattern in which the wave 5 goes sideways, or in other words, truncated. Because we had such a huge move to the downside in our third wave, sellers became exhausted, causing this 5th wave over here to be sideways rather than go beyond the bottom of this third wave. And notice how we perfectly bottomed out at the 78.6% fib, measured from this manipulation level over here. You see how we bottomed out at the 786 here? This was our selling climax. So we are in phase E of Wyckoff accumulation. What I like to call that is point of no return. And if you guys want to stay updated with all of these wave counts, then definitely click the link in the description below. We're going to see a very explosive next 3 to 4 months. And we're going to go up to some very high targets. But I want to keep you guys updated with all of the subwave counts. So if you haven't joined the Discord, please click the link in the description below to get access to all of your favorite coins and assets, along with having the ability to stay updated with the XRP ecosystem, wave for wave. So going over here to the 2-day time frame, what we had was our first leg in the market over here. And then we had over 2,000 days of our correction. A lot of people say that the XRP bull run was cut short due to the SEC. Right over here. But I disagree. Because we were just doing a B wave. Because whenever you have a 5-wave move to the upside, you're gonna have it would make sense to come down, right, after 5 waves. But then so that's your A wave, but then you need a counter trend, which would be your B wave. And then you have your C wave for your continuation of the correction, like this. But notice how the C wave terminates before the bottom of this A wave, and the B wave terminates before the top of this A wave. Okay, this is what's called a flat pattern. And then what did we have at the bottom of the C wave? Accumulation at the lows for over 2 years. And now we're going to see expansion now. Okay, so XRP hasn't been in a bull run, or hasn't been in bull run territory for over 2,300 days now. Okay, now all of these targets are subject to change as the price develops, right? So as the price develops here, we're going to need to change these subwave targets. So if you want to stay updated, click the link in the description below. I don't have time to always update it on YouTube, and I thank you for that. So we're going to come down here for a C wave for your wave 2, likely towards 45 cent, which would be the daily fair value gaps right over here. Okay, if we can get a close back above 0.6589, then it's likely we'll continue our melt up, and our bullish wave count will kick in. Our bullish wave count would be that this over here is our 3rd wave, this is our 4th, and now we're working on our 5th wave of our wave 1, likely towards that 77 cent region. However, if we're unable to get above 0.6589, then it's likely we'll come down now for a C wave. And this daily over here produced a bearish shooting star. You see this topping tail with this elongated wick to the upside? We must assume that's a local top until proven otherwise. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the XRP video. Nothing to worry about with XRP. As you can see, everything is moving along exactly the way it should be. We have every single wave mapped out going all the way back to 2014, right down to the 30-minute time frame. If you guys want to stay updated with this chart and you want to have the ability to look at it at any time, then click the link in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.